Well, 2019, or is it 1019, or whatever it is, and we're going to talk more about that in great detail in the new year. We are talking tonight about the best of 2019, the best of the videos, actually the top 10, maybe the top 11 videos as viewed on this channel in 2019. It's been a very, very good year. One of these days we'll say, 2019, that was a very good year. Do you guys remember watching Highlander? And he's in there with the girl, and he's getting ready, he pours the scotch and he smells, and he's like, I forget I forget the lines, but he's reminiscing about this year, and he was there. It was a very good year. Anyway, it was pretty cool. So that's what we're talking about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The top 10 of 2019. Joseph Farrell, Tartaria, Gosha, RH negative, no fapping. Ladies and gentlemen, we had it all in 2019. It's been really fun, and we're just getting started. And it's interesting to me. I started the channel in 2012, but we really didn't do anything. And I checked out all the numbers. We really didn't start doing anything seriously until 2015. So it's been 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, a full 5 years. And from 2012, when we started, up through 2018, we had about 3.5 million views in those years. 2012, 13, 14, 15, in those 4 years. 15, 16, that's a lot more than that. 2012 till 2018 is 6 years. Bible college graduate, not a math major. So we had about 3.5 million views in those 6 years. In 2019, ladies and gentlemen, we had 3.5 million views just in 2019. And I want to thank you very much for watching. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. That's a lot of viewers, 3.5 million viewers. We've had over 7 million to this channel so far since its inception. That's fantastic. So sometimes I look at subscribers and they're not growing as fast as we want them to. But the real important numbers are number of views. Those are skyrocketing. And of course, time spent on the channel, that's skyrocketing too. Soul Foolish Girl, nice to see you. So 3.5 million views this year, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing, amazing stuff. And I'm going to show you, this is a little peek into the back end of YouTube. And we're not supposed to show you this stuff, but I'm not really showing anything that's bad. I'm just showing this just shows the I've kind of cut everything off. This is for 2019, and these are the top videos for this channel of 2019, ladies and gentlemen. And let me go up one space. I think we've cut off the #1 video we have. So here's the total, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11, because we start off with Gosha, number 11, coming in with almost 12,000 views. Gosha, we just did that on November the 2nd of 2019. So for Gosha to come in November and make the top 10, almost number 11, that's very, very impressive. So just a little reminder of you. I don't know if we'll be able to hear it, but just a little reminder of Gosha. And of course, we got to forget about Marie Osmond there and whoever this lady is. But Gosha, and remember with Dale and me with my new code. So this was that video. And this was the number 11 video of 2019. We talked about benevolent extraterrestrials. We talked about them being here now. We talked about them being in orbit even as we speak. And that is exactly what Gosha believes. It's exactly what Dale believes. And they're very nice people. I 100% believe that Gosha is very, very, she's very true. She's very honest. I think that Gosha is a great lady, and she 100% believes what she's doing. Now, do I 100% believe that there's Taygetan Pleiadians in orbit? I'm not so sure if I 100% believe that the Taygetan Pleiadians are in orbit. Because, folks, Robert U.S.N. Vet has asked for a lot of information from them, informational stuff that they could give. I've asked for some specific things, and we always get that we can't give you that information. Gosha, as Cynthia says, is completely genuine in her belief, but I think it's time for the Taygetan Pleiadians to give us some usable intel to prove that they're there. Personally, I want a picture of the Earth from orbit so we can forever settle, ladies and gentlemen, the flat Earth, round Earth problem. And if it was from a non-NASA source, oh, I would love to see that. Now, I could understand them saying, well, if we took a picture, somebody could triangulate from the place of the picture and know where our location is. Well, I'm pretty sure they've got like a long selfie stick, or they could send out a probe, right? Send out a probe, have it take a picture, and send it to us. No, and we don't want them to send a NASA CGI. We want them to just look out a portal and take a damn picture. I would really, really like to see that. I believe Gosha. I appreciate Gosha. I think Gosha is a friend of mine. I think Gosha is giving the information faithfully as she receives it. I don't think she's channeling it. She's not channeling it. She receives it on an instant messenger. And I think she's 100% honest and true. And I would like to believe that they are actually up there too. But I don't know. It's been a while. It's time to put the cosmic selfie stick out, as Scotty Boy says, and give us a picture of something, ladies and gentlemen, that can verify the fact that the Taygetan Pleiadians are, in fact, in orbit. I'd love to see it. I need to see it. I want to see it. And I think we're going to see it. I think they're going to give us some proof. There's so much that they could share with us that wouldn't be interfering in a prime directive. There's just give us a picture, just a snapshot. And yeah, show us something, but don't show us Uranus. Gosha, well, I was going to say Gosha, we don't want to see Uranus, but there's probably a lot of people that would. But you know what I mean? We don't want to see that. We want to see some objective, verifiable information. What do you guys think? Are the Taygetan Pleiadians really in orbit, ladies and gentlemen? Are the Taygetan Pleiadians really in orbit? Sound off. Let me know what you think. Yes or no. I don't know right now. I'd have to put IDK. Tracy Dyer says no. She doesn't think they're there. Cynthia L doesn't buy the prime directive non-answers. Ooh, tough crowd tonight with these chicks. They're just tough. Tracy Dyer, no. Cynthia L, I don't buy it. Soulflesh Girl says, don't show us Uranus. Shadow Walker says no. Jama IDK. Soulflesh Girl IDK. Runaway Train says Gosha's been on a fascinating roll. I agree. Not till I see him, says Delina. I believe they're in orbit, but would still like evidence, says Nancy. Brian Waugh, something's in orbit. Scotty Boy, 80%. Mystery Void, maybe not. Tracy Dyer, very skeptic about space. Let's face it, Tracy Dyer is very skeptical about everything. I bet Tracy has to get a friend to call her dog because the dog's like, I don't know, she might be messing with me. And Jama says, who the hell cares if they're in orbit or not? Wow, Jama, that hurts. That hurts me right in the heart. Because I care. I care that if somebody's in orbit. Brian's like, what are the Taygetans, bro? You got to catch up. We don't have time to catch you up tonight. Toth says they're there, but only in their dimension. And Lucky Stone says they're not giving us any verifiable data. Well, we appreciate Gosha. We appreciate her information. We appreciate her spirit. We appreciate her genuine nature. And I'll tell you this, I do believe in Gosha. And my jury is still out on the Taygetan Pleiadians. But one thing I do believe in, ladies and gentlemen, and you know I do, is these Mystech bracelets. They put me at the original Schumann resonance of the earth. They put my cells in harmony, sweet harmony, and they also put my blood in the most healthy position and flow possible, as we have proven it to you, ladies and gentlemen. So go to jeffreydaugherty.com, click on the Mystech logo or click on the Mystech tab, and you can get today and tomorrow 30% off of your Mystech order. It's usually 20% off, but through tomorrow, we've got 20% off of your Mystech orders. Tracy says space is a distraction. Yeah, a lot of that going on. What if Gosha is being played? You know, who knows? And only Gosha can answer that. And it's really, at the end of the day, only Gosha's business, right? So let's look at what the number 10 video of 2019 was. The number 10 video of 2019 after Cosmic Agency, the number 10 was Gerald Clark, Pole Shift, Structural Integration, Nibiru, in UFO Magnetics. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the top two, we've only talked about two of the top videos, and already they're about space. They're all about space so far. Why are we so infatuated about space? There's our friend Jay Campbell, who we just had on again this week. Where the heck am I here? Oh, I'm at Cynthia's house, it looks like there. That painting and that white chair. And then here's Gerald. He's in Mexico. What are these guys saying?
Get him on for a while. It's our honor and our privilege to have him here with us.
Yep, that's Gerald.
And just a brief introduction to the both of. So if you're going through the galactic center or equator, you're probably going through electron clouds that are interacting with your human energy body. And who really knows what the extent of that could be?
Indeed. Who really knows what the extent of electron bodies could be on your human energetic body? But that was an interesting chat there, ladies and gentlemen. You see a different hairstyle on Jeffrey Daugherty there as well. Just the short, regular comb over. And Jeff thinks it's funny. And maybe we'll have a vote. Do you like this short comb over hairstyle, or do you like the current hairstyle that I'm rocking, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. But Gerald Clark, Jay Campbell, that's our video that came in at number 10. Gerald Clark, Jay Campbell, and what was that? Jeez, where are we? Gerald Clark, pole shift. I don't think there's going to be a pole shift. I know that all of the data says there's been. I know that all the data says there's going to be. I don't think it will. I really don't. I'm saying no. Structural integration is a very good thing to get your body in shape. I'm all for that. Of course, my stance on Nibiru. We're not on the Nibiru bus. UFOs, again, it's that fascination, ladies and gentlemen, with space. We've got this big fascination with space. We can't get enough space in our face, ladies and gentlemen. We love it. We just love space. And I've got 3 votes for the current hairstyle. Wow, that's nice. I like it. I was thinking about going, all the way to like a modified Rod Stewart look, modified Rod Stewart. How's it go? I'm trying to remember some words to a Rod Stewart song. Well, it's late September and I really should be back at school. But anyway, something like that, something like that. A lot of people into space. And I don't know why so many people are into space, ladies and gentlemen. But space is very, very well represented in the Rod Stewart after sex here. Space is very, very well represented in this top 10. How many of you are happy that Jay is back? Yes or no on Jay? If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on, sugar, let me know. I missed the first couple notes, but Somebody show Cynthia what Joe Dirt looks like. So Joe Dirt had nothing like Rod Stewart hair. Nothing like Rod Stewart hair. I'm going to show you tonight a picture, Cynthia, of Joe Dirt. He didn't look anything like Rod Stewart. Come on, man. Soulfullish Girls, very happy. We're glad. Lots of yeses on Jay. All yeses on Jay. All thumbs up on Jay. Y'all were talking shit about Jay when he was gone, but now that he's back, you're glad he's here. I'm just kidding, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, it was about space. It was about structural integration, and that was the number 10 video. Yeah, Joe Dirt had a spiky on top and a mullet in the back. That's what he had. So I look nothing like Joe Dirt, and neither did Rod freaking Stewart, ladies and gentlemen. Neither does Rod Stewart, because he's still out there crooning, ladies and gentlemen. Jay does look different. He looks a lot more relaxed. Jay is badass, says White Eagle Hodges. I agree with that. Rod Stewart in the 80s. And yeah, so the number 9 video, Nancy says, can we just get on with the number 9 video? Renaissance Woman, nice to see you again. She says, maybe on Jay. So she's not quite sold on Jay. Poor Jay. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was the number 10 video of 2019. And moving on to the number 9 video of 2019. We had Gosha at number 11, Gerald Clark at number 10. And then this video really surprised me, ladies and gentlemen, that it would come in number 9, The Last President, Trump, Time Travel, and Prophecy, Baron Trump. This one, I really am surprised that this one came in as high as it did, because to me, this is a forgettable little video. It's really not much of anything. I read these books. They were all the rage for a while. And ooh, check out that background, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, it was kind of the rage for a while, but it just kind of went away.
Flyover country. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. Nice to have you.
I don't know why I'm talking quietly, but there I was, ladies and gentlemen.
All of us. So
this, of course, was the book. Somebody wrote a few books that were published back around the turn of the century, I think. And thank you so much, Lakita. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you so much, GT 1982 Mustang. Lokita, have I not seen you in a while? It's very nice to see you again. But this was about, you know, is Donald Trump a time traveler? Did you see the old style black sports band Mistech that I was rocking there? But anyway, and we had just the old style, you know, the old talk about is Trump a time traveler? Why is the name in the books? My summation was that it wasn't really a thing. That it wasn't really Baron Trump. It was this kid who was a baron whose name was Trump, but it wasn't Baron Trump. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not now. This is back then. I'm like, I feel so stupid. Thank you, Lakita. Thank you. These people aren't even here. They're on this old video. Boy, do I feel dumb right now, ladies and gentlemen. I feel dumb. They're not even here. I'm thanking people that are not even here. But at least we weren't talking about space. I'm glad that we weren't talking about space that time. And one thing I do want to, you know, I like to talk about space because people like it, and there is some time and a place to talk about space, but it's not always. So it's nice to see President Trump. Soulfullish Girl says, let's get real. Space is the limitless place. I'm not sure what you mean about that, but I like that. I'm not sure what you mean about that, but I like that. That background bothers my OCD. Oh, well. So, that red and black one. Everybody hated the red and black background. And I have a confession for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The reason I kept it is because everybody hated it. There's just something in me that, we hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. It just made me say that I couldn't. Soulfullish Girl wants to see me and Jay hug. We hug all the time, Soulfullish Girl. We really do. And I think we'll just leave that one right there. You're badass going against the wind. Thank you so much. Tracy Dyer misses the checkerboard. I love the checkerboard. I really did. And I liked it because I liked it. and I liked it because a lot of people didn't like it. So I'm just kind of cantankerous a little bit, but hey, that's the way it goes. So that was the number 9 video, right? And ladies and gentlemen, before we move on, I want to talk to you about the C60 Purple Power. As you can see in these videos that we're watching, these old videos, look at the color of my hair. It's much more gray, and I don't have anything wrong. I have no problem with gray hair, but since I've been taking the C60 Purple Power, my hair is turning back to brown, which isn't that big of a deal. But what is a big deal is now I'm reading without reading glasses, so my sight is improving. My elimination has tripled, and that means I'm dumping things out of my body that aren't good for me. My energy's up, and I'm more spiritually tuned in. So I recommend that you try the C60 Purple Power. Go to jeffreydaugherty.com. You can click on the C60 Purple Power logo, or you can just go straight to c60purplepower.com. Use the code TCW10, TCW10. What's in the Purple Power? C60 is in the Purple Power. It's the greatest antioxidant ever discovered. The Buckminster Fuller ball molecule, the buckyball as they call it. There's only, and let me just tell you this, there's only 3 people in the world that are making the real true C60. The rest of it is inert garbage, and you think, oh, I'll save a couple dollars. No, you won't. There's only 3 people that make it, and it all comes from the same source, and Ken at C60 Purple Power is one of them, ladies and gentlemen. So go to C60 Purple Power, and now let's go to the number 8 video, ladies and gentlemen, for 2019. Rob's going to have to run this a little bit faster as we're not going to get through 10 videos. Number 8 video for 2019. Laura Eisenhower, presidents, ETs, Ascension event, and preparation. Did this one include Jay as well? Let's see. Let's let this lady get through here with that horrible outfit, dude. Hey, you're going to be on TV today. Wear the dumbest looking thing you got. And we did have Jay on video. This was at this is here at the lake house, ladies and gentlemen, with the big telescope in the back. That's kind of what's that word? It's kind of phallic. I didn't realize that we had it in such a phallic position. That makes me a little uncomfortable now that I look at it. And here's this lady over here saying, oh God, I can't believe he put that freaking telescope in that position. But you know, the baby grand piano, the nice candle, the stylish chandelier, the beautiful art. Forget about the dumb telescope, although I did go out on the porch and bring that telescope in because I thought it was cool and I wanted everybody to see the telescope. But what were Jay and Jeff and Laura talking about?
Administration that has been largely
sometimes pull back and read. And it takes
interview those guys.
Yeah.
And Larry King's like, we all, you know, so many of us believe in ETs. What the heck is the government trying to cover up?
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that that came out of Larry King's mouth, that's a huge step.
That's
you know,
amazing.
Right.
So that was a cool show. But again, we're back in space, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in space again. Jay's got his coat on. Laura's there talking about space, got her grandfather in the background. We're back in space again. What is it with space? That was a great interview. I think that was our first interview with Laura. Really enjoyed it. Continue to enjoy Laura. We'll have her back again really soon. But what is it about space, man? Everybody wants to talk about space. Everybody is fascinated about space. Larry King said that why don't they know we all believe in aliens. Why don't they go ahead and have disclosure? Runaway Train says there's no bitchiness in Laura's soul. I don't detect a lot of bitchiness in Laura either at all. I don't believe there's any bitchiness in Laura's soul. I think she's a really good lady. I appreciate her. She's gone through some stuff and she is keeping on. She's one of the leading speakers, you know, in the realm. And space is always drawing to the masses, says Charlie. I don't know why it's drawing to the masses, but it really, really is. So There you go. That was another space one. That was number 8, ladies and gentlemen. Laura's funny on Twitter. I don't think I follow her on Twitter. I need to put her on my list on Twitter. And you know, I do have over 100,000 followers on Twitter. It's at unindoctrinate, at unindoctrinate. So go ahead and follow us on Twitter as well. And Tree of Life has a big, expensive telescope that's going to keep us posted with some photos. That sounds really cool. So let's go to the next video, ladies and gentlemen. What is the next video? So far we've had, let me just get back to that page so you can see. So far we've had, and look at right below Cosmic Agency was Robert Stanley, and then we had Is McCain Alive, Jenny Constantine. So, you know, and, you know, so there was some good representation from Jenny Constantine. But the next one was this 144,000, the 9. This will be too deep for some. All the way back in April of 2017, this video was produced, folks. This video was produced in April of 2017, and yet it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for 2019. Wow, that video has got some endurance, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? It's still out there since 2017, and who knows what we're going to get here. Oh, the old intro and everything, the old long hair. Are we going to get a long hair appearance, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think we are, but are we? Oh, we got a fancy intro and everything. This is going back a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Who is that guy? Dude, this is way back at the, back with some bad hair dye. That right there is not from C60. That, it looks like Just for Men to me. And not very well done. Just for Dummies was this hair color right here. This is Just for Dummies hair color. Doesn't it look so natural? No, it looks terrible. What was I thinking? But this is back in the bunker, ladies and gentlemen, pre red and black background days. So this is back in the bunker in Clearwater, Florida. I just am reminiscing. I remember the trees out there, and this is under the metal roof, and when it rained, and God, that hair is looking really, really bad. What was I thinking? It's really strange I wasn't dating back then. Now, God, I know why. It's so plain. But the 144,000, it was really actually a cool little video. Let's take just a little bitty listen.
E-books are on sale right now.
Oh, he's always selling something.
Pick these certain people, and it shows him directly.
I got a little cold, I think.
144,000.
Oh, look at this. Is back in the man boob days. That's back before I met Jay.
Who are these 144,000?
But this is actually a really good video. It talked about the 144,000. We broke it down numerically. It's 9, and it really has nothing to do with 144,000 people. You should listen to this video. It was really a cool one, really a good one. The 144,000, the 9, it will be too deep for some. It really will be. That was actually a pretty cool video. That was a good video. That was a quality video. And making a representation all the way from 2017, still in the top 10 in 2019. Can you imagine a song from 2017 still out in 2019? That deserves a little pat on the back. Tracy says, I'm waiting for the pizza delivery. I think I've just been artfully insulted, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. Is that Jeff or David Serrata? I don't know who David Serrata is. Yeah, the hair is going back towards that style, but I guarantee you it will never go back to that color. That was such bad stuff. But I did eat a lot of pizza back in the day, ladies and gentlemen. That was a different guy. And it's not that bad. You're still cute. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. It was funny. And yeah, we had a lot of good stuff going on back then, but it was a really cool video. A really cool video. Thank you, little Susie. Appreciate it very much. So that one of the old ones, it says, thank the gods. Oh, that's so funny. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. So while we're here at a little pause in the festivities, let's remind you that at jeffreydaugherty.com, you can find out about focused life force energy. Jameis saw my first video back in 2014. Wow, that's a great ad for your supplements. Shoot, you look a lot tighter all around these days. Thank you, Boru. I really appreciate that. And I know it's in a non-homo way, but even if it is in a homo way, that's okay. You're a long way away. I don't have to worry, but I'm sure you're not. And if you were, there's nothing wrong with that. But jeffreydaugherty.com, click on the fluffy logo, the focused life force energy. They will beam a high Dawkins consciousness field to your cell phone. I always hold it up. I don't know why. You know what a cell phone is. They'll beam it to your cell phone 60 feet all the way around. They'll beam it to your home, and it puts a high Dawkins consciousness field around you at all times. It supports your desire to grow spiritually. It puts you in a place where you can really go. And man, if you got the C60 and the Mystech and the Fluffy, you are cooking with gas, ladies and gentle beings. You really, really are. Charlie Finesse has a Star Trek communicator. I am jealous. Soulfullish girl. Let's talk about the girls. Was she talking about my man boobs back in 2017? You know, I weighed 60 pounds more. Poor was pre-thermogenics, thermogenesis. I weighed 64 pounds more in that last video than I do now. So, wow, that was really interesting stuff. And the Fluffy probably does have have an effect on your appearance as well. So yeah, Jeff's always selling something. Well, Jeff does have a habit of eating, and Jeff does have to pay some bills. Cynthia charges me a very, very high rent. She charges a lot for room and board. I'm really kind of on I was thinking about going on strike, but no, I don't think I will. So I got to make $1, And plus, ladies and gentlemen, we are introducing you to things that are going to make your life so much better. And with that, what's the next video, ladies and gentlemen? The next of the top 10 videos of 2019. Oh, here's one that we all love. The alchemy of semen retention. No fap. June 4th, 2018. Somebody's saying, come on. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6, like sex. Isn't that kind of funny? The alchemy of semen retention. No fap. I'm almost afraid to see what this one looks like, ladies and gentlemen. But here it is. Oh, that's not too bad. But see, that's the same room. No, that's a different room than we were in. Boy, I'm looking skinny there, though. Check that out. That's some skinniness. That's the, that I don't like that choir boy hairdo. But yeah, there we go. Semen retention, ladies and gentlemen. And this video was done in 2018, June, and still, ladies and gentlemen, it is number 6 in 2019. What the heck is this guy talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Let's just take a quick listen.
Disagree. You just can't be disagreeable or rude. I don't see that you're doing that. If he is, somebody bound.
Why is that so fast?
You don't need your sexual energy. Stop stealing from her.
Ooh.
Because he wrote his book about men that started with nothing and built great empires. He's not talking about the guy whose mom.
Can you tell that I just started hanging around with Jay about this time? I am like all jayed up right here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what was going on, but I was pretty excited about it. So yeah, that's number 6 or sex, the no fap video. Do you guys even know what that is? That means no masturbation. Soulful Girl's like, whoa. I don't know if it might be time for me to get out of here. But it was just talking about how, don't forget your rocket fuel. We will not forget about the rocket. Semen retention. What else we got? Cynthia says, I can't make myself do it. I think she's talking about getting into the cold lake. Does C60 work on Morgellons? I have heard from Ask Ken at c60purplepower.com, but he has told me yes, it does. So yeah, I might have been a little thinner then because I had a little regression. I've gained about probably 12 pounds back when I'm losing that. So that was probably me at the lowest. So yeah, that was a good one. And that's about the time that Tracy started watching. Really? We did this that long without Tracy? It's amazing. But it's Nancy likes the choir boy here, but it was talking about not masturbating. I think mainly the thing was not masturbating while you're in a relationship and saving all that good stuff, all that energy, all that intention, all that power for your mate. That was kind of the main thing there. As a person single, that's a tough one. I will tell you this though, that you can, even if you're in a relationship, ladies and gentlemen. Jules says, I didn't know what FAP stood for, but I knew it must mean no sex or masturbation. And that's exactly what it means. I do know that even when you're working with your energy and soulless girls like WTF, even when you're working on your energy with like sexual magic and intention, sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, bringing yourself to the point of release and not releasing physically and just letting it run up through the spine and up into your brain, and if you believe in chakras and stuff, out your chakra. So yeah, it can be very, very effective. We're going to get more into the sex magic, more into the direction of intention as 2020 comes in. So yeah, that's really something. That one came up to number 6, pardon the pun, and I didn't really mean that, even though it was from 2018. So it's interesting, some of these old videos having that staying power. And again, didn't mean to say that, but it just kind of comes up. Our language really is sort of, yeah, Mora says send it to the crown, right? And it's very, very powerful and very, very helpful. So we'll be talking about that, and we'll be giving you some things to think about and things to work on. And there will be homework. So yeah, everybody will have a great time. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go to the number 5 video. The number 5 video of 2019. And thank God we haven't seen space for a while. Is space going to make a return at number 5? No, it's not. Oh, you know what? So Gosha, it wasn't 11. This is just my ad video. So we won't even count that. That's just the ad on the channel. So we're not even going to talk about that one. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is so old, 2017, but this was one of the first videos ever. This was first done on Blog Talk Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Doctor talks about Rh negative blood. This is so old that it's not even a video. All it is an old Blog Talk Radio show that I put up just a picture, and this is the audio from an old Blog Talk Radio show, probably back in 2015. So this was actually, from the Christian Whistleblower Archives, Dr. Matt Herbert. Oh, God. Oh, that's so bad. I'm just looking at myself. I'm thinking, bro, what the hell were you thinking? How do you get up in the morning and do that and say, oh, yeah, I look good, I'm going to head out of here? I don't know. That's just the goatee's not looking good. The Just for Men ain't looking good. I'm just not real happy with that. But anyway, this isn't about me. Can we go somewhere else? Yeah, this is not going to have pictures anymore. It's just listen.
Swell up, but it's not good. The lungs swell up.
It's hard to listen.
Well, the fetus doesn't have any problems with lungs. I'd say everybody's.
But this is Dr. Matt Herbert, and he's talking about Rh negative blood. And I'll bet I recorded this in 2015. And yet here we are in 2019. And it's the number 5 video for 2019. That's how interested people are in Rh negative blood. People are super interested in Rh negative blood. Really amazing stuff. Really amazing stuff. And yeah, our language is full of double entendres. A Chinese guy that Tracy watched never had an orgasm intentionally for healthy spirituality. I don't know if she was watching him the whole time or if she just watched like a video of him. kind of weird if she's watching this guy not have an orgasm. That's just what I'm reading, ladies and gentlemen. I just read it. I put it out there. Who wants to be with someone that no one else looks at? Oh, that background, holy shite. Hey, listen, that was a shower curtain. I spent money for that. I spent money for that. Tracy says, I bet you like the checkerboard now. Listen, I spent money for that. It was a shower curtain. I thought it looked pretty cool. But no, I guess it didn't look that cool. Tracy knows nothing about Rh negative blood. I think that my theory on Rh is correct. I don't know what your theory on Rh is, Cynthia. But I'm going to start. Boru likes a long hair wizard look. I'm going to start. I saw that was so popular, so I'm going to go ahead and do another show about Rh negative. I've been studying it, and it is some really, really interesting stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to study the Rh negative blood again. And it's just amazing to me that thing was so old, and it's still number 5. And Dr. Matt Herbert, I met him when I was doing stand-up. He's not funny at all, but he was a great guy. He's like a multi-millionaire, and we'd do our little walk down there in Bel Air. And it was so funny the whole time that this is a crazy story. You won't believe this. I'm living in Bel Air Bluffs, Florida. And I'm living in this, there's like 6 units. I'm living on the end unit. And for a year, I was about 10 feet from Cynthia's office. Big time mortgage broker, her and her ex-rich husband. Her office was 10 feet away from me for over a year. Never saw her, never spoke to her. How crazy is that? But wait, there's more. Then I moved from that place down closer to the beach in Bel Air Bluffs, and I was about 2 blocks from her freaking house. Hey, Tony, how you doing, brother? 2 blocks from her house. We had to have seen each other. I'm sure she drove by in her fancy car when I was walking to the beach without my shirt on, and she probably pleasured herself as she was driving by. I'm sure that she probably did. She doesn't remember me because she probably did that a lot. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, how weird is that? How weird is that? We were 10 feet from each other, a couple blocks from each other. And this was years and years and years ago, like 5 years ago. And we only met about a year and a half ago. So crazy, crazy stuff. But yeah, that's when it was, ladies and gentlemen. That's when it was. So let's go back now to the next video. We're into the top 5 now. I think I was supposed to do an ad. Yes, I was. Ladies and gentlemen, why you want to indoctrinate yourself? You don't want to stink. Go to jeffreydaugherty.com. Click on the American flag logo. That's for Hero Soap. Made by veterans, organic, serving veterans. Great product. Really, really good stuff. Smells good, cleans good. It doesn't, stain up your bathroom. It's a really good product. I really like the guys. And I know it's kind of silly. And is it going to make you more spiritual? No, probably not. Is it going to make a difference? No, probably not. But it does make you smell good. It does help veterans. I got a soft spot for veterans. Hero Soap. Let freedom clean. While you're unindoctrinating yourself, do it smelling good and do it feeling good. Use Hero Soap. Click on the American flag logo at jeffreydaugherty.com and get you some. So now, what's the next video, ladies and gentlemen? What is the next video? I'm dying to know. I think I know, but I'm not sure that I know. What is it? Dr. Talks RH. Here we are. Tartaria, mud floods, ancient maps, hidden history with Barnabas Nagy. And I think I'm going to have Barnabas back on here before too long. And this is one that evidently you guys loved. It's number 4. And we did it in March of 2019. So it did have a long time to move up the rankings. I feel like Casey Kasem. Until then, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the clouds. But anyway, and here is, yet another hairstyle, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the old David Beckham look, right? And Barnabas has got the Russian cosmonaut look. going on. I think where is he? He's in Vienna or someplace like that. Let's listen in a little bit on what Barnabas is saying, because Barnabas has a really cool voice. Let's listen.
Something that a lot of you want to learn about.
Have you heard about the Tatars?
Yes, I have heard about the Tatars.
Yeah, so based on my research, the Tatars and the Tartarian people are one and the same thing. But it's just kind of like a wordplay. I'm not sure why is it the same. But if you go to Wikipedia and search for Tartaria, there's an entry for that. And it will also link to the Tatar country. And I was also shocked because I only heard about the Tatars, who were some kind of nomad people, in Asia. And that's what we learned.
Of course, I only know the Tartars of the people that make the sauce for fish before this interview, but this was an interesting interview. This is where we got into the mud flood. This is where I first heard the idea that history has been changed and that there's been 1,000 years added to history. And I am really pushing this, and I'm really studying this. I'm really banging hard on it. And we're going to get Tony Sayers back on. Tony's a great guest. And I don't know why I used to call him Terry, but never again, just Tony. Tony Sayers, critical thinker, hopes you and your beautiful partner are well. Tracy gets upset that I don't remember that he's a he. Tracy, we're sexless in our spirit realm, I think. Ask Tony that, but if we are or not. But I'm sorry, bro. I know you're a dude. James like, you're a dude? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, people are really into this Tartaria thing. People are really into this Tartaria thing. It is very interesting to everybody except for Brian, but it is a very cool subject. The mud flood's a cool subject. I sent Barnabas an email today. I want to have him come back and talk about the 1,000 years added to history, especially since it's a number 4 freaking video for 2018. I'm a little bit surprised that Barnabas made it all the way up all the way up to number 4 for 2019. And if Barnabas does come back, ixnay on the girlfriend talk. No talk about girlfriends, evidently. Barnabas had a rough go with a lady, and he's not feeling great about women in general right now. So ixnay on the, I don't know how to do that, 80 lay, whatever. We're not going to talk about that. But we do want to have him back. And we do want to talk about, and Tony says that he thinks the centuries are a lie. I do too. And I'm just about ready to break forth my take on it. But I got a little bit more research to do because, it's just the way I am. I just have to put research in. I just have to put the research in to make sure that I try to get it as right as I can, the first time. So let's go back and let's see about the next video, ladies and gentlemen, in the 2019 countdown. What is the video number 3, ladies and gentlemen? I wish we had sound effects so I could do a drum roll. Number 3 was, that was number 3. 1, 2, boy, we're on the last 3. That was number 3. Tartaria, number 3, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? The next one, Cliff High, on the Diehold Foundation, C60, and cancer. I'm not sure GCMAF is, but that's what it was. It was another edition of The Last Stand. Of course, Jay was in on that one. Jay, a little scruffy Jay there. And there's Cliff with his, sensei room going on. And there I am with The Last Stand background. So that means it's actually in this room that I'm in now. This is where I first heard about the C60. And of course, I do the C60 Purple Power. I think that's the same C60 that Cliff is taking. It's done tremendous things for him, tremendous things for me. I mean, look at that. The hair is very white. Now it's not very white, but it is just the way it is. And let's listen in here a little bit.
People can see my old reports at halfpasthuman.com, but if they want to see what I'm doing now, it's mainly videos that I'm posting on the Cliff High channel on YouTube. I'm going to be working in some new areas in computers and bring that out later this year, some new areas in software, but nothing at the moment there.
So halfpasthuman.com is Cliff's work, and it's funny to look at these names that used to be here. And a lot of these people aren't here anymore. I've run a lot of people off. That's interesting how people come and people go, but we're so glad that you're still here, ladies and gentlemen. And we're so glad to have Jay back. I really am. It's great to be back in touch with him. And we both had a learning experience. We both had a humbling experience. And Jay is a good man to be able to, you know, come back and say, hey, I screwed up. Let's rock and roll. And that's what it's all about. Life is not about not making mistakes. Life is about being big enough to correct the mistakes you make and to move on. So, yeah, that was great stuff about C60. And it was great to hear about what Cliff is doing, how Cliff is, keeping himself healthy, keeping himself going. And ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. You know that there's a war on male potency. They don't want us to think we're important, but they do want to make us impotent, ladies and gentlemen. Men's sexuality is under attack. Fertility rates are through the floor. Men, even young men, aren't able to get and maintain healthy erections. That destroys a man as a man. It also destroys the woman that he's with because she thinks it's her fault, even though it's not. So we're fighting back, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a massive topic, says Tony Sayers. I don't know if he was trying to get the pun in there, but well done, even if you did. We have the Rocket. They're our new sponsors. Go to jeffreydaugherty.com, and just for fun, I'm going to do a little thing right here that I think I can do just to be silly and just to be fun. Look at that. Boom, the Rocket. Go to jeffreydaugherty.com, click on the Rocket logo. And what the Rocket is a device that has taken $500 a session clinical work into your home. You can get it for a fraction of that price, and it will, ladies and gentlemen, when you apply it to your penis, it's an external stimulus device, electromagnetic device. It will break down the plaque in your penis. It will stimulate new capillary growth so you can get longer, more effective, stronger, and longer lasting erections so you can feel good again. Your partner can feel good again. And we can start taking back our sexuality, taking back our virility, and using it to manifest, move, and mold our intention. Right now, it's on a big sale. I don't know how long it's going to last, the big sale, but right now you can get it for a big sale. So go to jeffreydaugherty.com, click on the Rocket logo, and you will be glad that you did. That's the Rocket. And with that, let's lift off to the #1 video of 2019, ladies and gentlemen. The #1 video of 2019 has been so long ago, I can't even remember doing this video. Joseph P. Farrell, Off-World Money Drain, Financial Reset, Nazi Germany, and World War II. That was the video, ladies and gentlemen. That was the most watched video in 2019 on the Christian Whistleblower channel. You see me, my software must have been messed up. No green screen, there's a green wall, but no green screen. Joseph Farrell with the ever-present cigarette, and our friend Jay Campbell. Let's see if we can get back in here and catch Joe talking about something good here.
The shrubbery and the weeds.
We don't want to talk about shrubbery.
Ball, if you will, that had assets in excess of $300 trillion. That's with a TR. Okay. Wow. And then during the Ukrainian crisis, another Russian economist and one of the advisors of the American colonies, and he lets the cat out of the bag. Well, we issue our own currency, fewer and fewer hands. Yeah. Right as we're at the cusp once again of having a unitary global type of civilization. And as a result of that, my thinking has always been that, well, you look at these people and who they were, Alan Dulles, Richard Bissell, John McCloy, and so on and so forth in the Soviet Union, Andrei Sakharov and people like this. What would they be thinking you know, as they're confronted with the UFO? Well, the first thing I think.
So that was our top video of 2019. And I like that when you can go through a video like that step by step by step and the guest is always talking, that's a good show. That's the way we like to do things around here. So that was the #1 video for 2019. Joseph P. Farrell. At number 12 was Cosmic Agency. Number 11, Gerald Clark. Number 10, Laura Eisenhower, or no, The Last President. Number 9, Laura Eisenhower. Number 8, the 144,000. Number 7, actually, The Alchemy of Semen Retention. And then came the Doctor Talking RH Negative Blood, Tartaria Mud Floods, Cliff High, and number 1, The Last Stand with Jay Campbell, when we featured Dr. Joseph Farrell. That was number 1, ladies and gentlemen, and that brought us to 3.179 million views so far in 2019. All we can do is say thank you so much for that. Jeff does love it when you're loudmouths. Jeff doesn't want to have to do all the talking when we have guests. So just great stuff. It was a very, very interesting year, a very effective year. And to have that many views in 1 year, over 3 million, it's amazing. And again, it took us 6 years to get to 3 million views, then 1 year to get another 3 million. Who knows what 2020 is going to bring, but I'm very, very excited. Some people said they thought Joseph Atwell's interviews would be there. I thought they'd be higher too. I'm a little surprised that none of the Sunday show, not your normal Sunday show, made it into the top 10. Kind of surprised about that, but we had some great shows. Nice to see Anne Marie Eber, who's been on this channel. And I hope that you've all had a great holiday. We've had a great, great year. Things are exploding, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting to make a real impact. I'm trying to do my best not to run people off unnecessarily. Try to be a little nicer. Try not to be triggered. Try not to go off on people. So we're going to try to keep more of the people that show up, but we'll never become focused on just subscribers. That's not what we're here for. I'm excited because the views are exploding, the watch time is exploding, and the subscribers, they'll take care of themselves, because we're not really here for subscribers. We're here to get the message out. You got to think about it. This message is a hard message. This message is a paradigm crashing message. This message is not a popular message. So the important thing is the views and the minutes. That's what we're about. And based on that, ladies and gentlemen, we did a huge, huge job. And just to give you a little bit of comparison, ladies and gentlemen, and I do have a couple of people that I've got listed here as what would you call them, competitors. It gives you an idea of views. Just in this year, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm just going to name a couple of channels because you know who they are, and this just gives you a little perspective. We have had in this year over 3 million more views than the Naughty Beaver channel that I affectionately refer to as the Nutty Otter. We have had over 2 million more views than the Global Witness, the ever-present Beanie Boy. So that just gives you a little bit of an idea of the impact that we're having. And I was going to say we don't say that with pride, but that wouldn't be true. We do say that with pride. We're proud that we're making a difference. We're proud that we're getting the message out there. And that's all that matters, ladies and gentlemen, is that more people are hearing the message. And we're looking constantly for ways to get the message out to more people. And I appreciate guys like Green Greg. I'm surprised. It was very nice to have him as a guest. We'll have him back again for sure. Love Greg. We had to talk some Galactic Greg too. You've talked Green Greg a couple of times. We need to talk some Galactic Gregs. Rose Power says she's back. It's so good to see all of you. We appreciate you all very, very much. And I don't ever do this, but I'm going to try to just run back through as we close and say thank you to Desert Rose, Cynthia L., Shannon Kling, George, Lonnie, Brian, Green Greg, Harry Christie, Critical Thinker, Scott Shutt, Brian Waugh, Scotty Boy, Desert Rose, Boru, KC, Tracy, Rose Power, Anne Marie, Ophelia, White Eagle, Swamp Side, Monkey Experiment, Melinda, another Shannon, Scotty Boy, Desert Rose, Artie, Tony Sayers, great channel. Make sure you subscribe to him. Maura W. Who else we got in here with us? Robert Brown. We've got Scott Shutt Hats. We've got Jama. We've got the ever-present Tracy Dyer, the Oracle, Nancy. And we've got, who else? Lonnie Caravello. We've got Bonsai, the Walking Tree. We've got Michael McCracken. And we've got, who else? Tracy Roberts, Chapstick. We've got, I think I already mentioned Boru, double mentions for Boru, Shadow Spirit 56. Oh boy, still going. Who else is in here that we haven't? Soulfulish Girl. Who else we got in here? I just want Dakota Girl. Nice to see you. And Ophelia. I don't know if I mentioned Ophelia yet. Nice to see her. Jules 44. Clint Richardson. Who else is in here? Melinda D. Charlie Finesse. Jules 44. And last but not least, Jimmy Wilburn. Nice to see you, ladies and gentlemen. 2019's been one hell of a ride. I promise you, we're just getting started. You know we're here to help you guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, and be your own guru. You know we're here to remind you that you're divine, you're sovereign, and you're free. And I can't wait for 2020. Jules 44 says, he said me twice, bitches. Ladies and gentlemen, you are the best, I think, with all, and George is here too, with all of the great channels that we have here. I still say, with all due respect, that this is the best, Bobby Allison, this is the best chat room on YouTube. Crystal Colorful Dream World, we appreciate you all very, very much. And folks, you are the best of the best. You are the cream of the crop. If you ever doubt yourself, Jerry Smith, don't doubt yourself. You are among the very best. You are one of the good ones. You are the ones, ladies and gentlemen, that we need more of. So pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a pep talk. And we'll see you again tomorrow. And we'll bring in 2020. We'll try to do it in some kind of a fun way. But we appreciate you so much. Remember, you are a winner. You are a winner. We appreciate you so very much. You are one of the last generation of real humans. And we are here together to win today and write a better tomorrow. And until then, I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, your friendly neighborhood Christian whistleblower. And I think Renaissance Woman didn't get an mention, but now she did. And I'm encouraging you that there's never been a better time to unindoctrinate yourself. So cousins, let's get busy. And one more time for 2019, get a con out of my face.